Hello, welcome back to my channel. I figured it was due time for another reading vlog. I think the last full reading vlog that I filmed was quite literally, I want to say almost a month ago. It's been a minute. But I have a trip coming up the end of this week, Friday going into Memorial Weekend. So I figured I might as well try and get through as much of my TBR as I can before that trip, because I have a fun little reading vlog book haul idea that I have planned, so I want to try and get through most of my May TBR. Needless to say, it's been a very slow reading month so far. I spent the first, I think, week or so of the month getting through the rest of my April TBR. So out of my May TBR so far, I've only read 2 books. So currently reading Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I'm only about 38 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far, more than I thought I would. It has been a couple years since I read A Part of Your World, but getting back into this world, I'm already remembering all the characters and their relationships, and I am having so much fun, and I'm loving these 2 main characters so much more than I thought I would. So this is going to be the book that we are going to start with, and then my idea is to jump straight into The Sweetest Oblivion, which is a dark mafia romance from my understanding. I did start a chapter on my Kindle and I ordered the book on Saturday, so 2 days ago, and Amazon keeps pushing it back. And I really wanted to read a physical book, so I picked up Yours Truly, and I'm not gonna lie, after my last book, I needed a little fluffy romance. So, gonna start with Yours Truly, read The Sweetest Oblivion, and then go from there, hoping I can squeeze in at least one more before Friday. And then I obviously have the plane ride and until I get to said bookstore, whatever day of my trip that I end up going there. Sorry about that, my camera died. What I was saying is that I just got off of work and I'm gonna try and get through as much as I can. Yeah, I have about 340 pages to go. So I feel like even if I can't finish it, I could at least get relatively close. Oh my god, we love a man who can communicate. Oh, he literally wrote her a letter explaining how he's feeling and why he acted the way he did, and oh, that was perfection. And he brought her a cupcake. Okay guys, I am officially 62 pages into Yours Truly. I figured now I have a general basis of what's going on, I can tell you guys a little bit about the story. It's an interconnected standalone series. This is the second book of the, I don't know if it's the Part of Your World series by Abby Jimenez, but we are following the main character in the first book, her best friend. Brianna had basically went through a very traumatic ending of her marriage. Her husband was cheating on her, and on top of that, her younger brother Benny is currently on dialysis waiting for a kidney. Then we are also following Jacob. His ex-girlfriend is getting married to his brother. Who does that? I could see that in a dark romance, but that is so sad. And he is being such a champ about it. He deals with a lot of anxiety and he's very introverted, and I resonate with his character so much. So far we are just following them around in the hospital, and we get little snippets of them outside of work. But it's very good, very fast paced. I love her writing style. It's very quick to get through and the characters are just so fun. I can see what somebody said recently now. Somebody had said all of her books having a really cute man with a dog. And I see that because he also has a dog. I think it's a Bernese mountain dog who's 3-legged, by the way. It's adorable. But that is where we are at so far. They've had like a couple interactions now, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. So I'm gonna get back to reading. Will I finish this book today? Probably not. But like I said, if I can at least get the majority of the way through it, I can always finish it in the morning before work. So we are going to get back to reading, and I will come back when I have a bit of an update for you guys. That's it. I've realized I am Jacob. He goes, I had insurance and the cost was minimal. She broke his phone like a few chapters ago. It was an accident. Don't worry about it. He goes, I will, however, accept your invitation to be invited and never come. That sounds like an excellent time. I also enjoy not answering calls, not networking, never leaving the house, and hanging out with my dog. Like I said, I am Jacob, but I also like traveling, so maybe not. But like 90% of the time, I'm Jacob. So it is 10:30. Oh my gosh. I did not realize I somehow managed to get my bookmark wet. My book is not wet. Okay, that was scary. It is 10:30 and I figured I would give you guys a little reading update because I'm going to read until I fall asleep. But I am on page 121. I'm hoping I can get to the 200 page mark before I fall asleep and then finish the book in the morning. But I'm still very much enjoying it. So I think I've mentioned it a couple times, but I really like going into books blind. I knew this was an interconnected standalone series, so obviously I read the first book, but I did not know that this was fake dating, and I feel like it's done so well so far. I'm still really enjoying the main characters, and we're getting more of the best friends of the main characters, so that's also really fun. I'm gonna keep on reading. I'm excited to see what ends up happening and the journey. So I will see you guys in the next reading update in the morning. About waking up early. It is 8:15. I did not get up until about like 7:30. I was supposed to get up at 4:30. That being said, this is where I'm at. I'm at 1:35. That is how much I read before I fell asleep, and that is exactly where I'm at currently. I'm going to try and get as much reading done as I can today. I am not going to make any predictions as far as how much I'm going to read, just because I have plans with my sister later, so I'm going to be hanging out with her basically all night. Don't expect to read anything then, and I will pick this back up tomorrow morning if I have not finished it today. I might switch to the audiobook because I can always listen to the audiobook while I work, but I'm really enjoying physically reading it, so we will see. I'm honestly not too upset because the next book I'm supposed to read, it was supposed to be here yesterday once again, and it's still not here. So it's supposed to get here today. I don't need to have this finished until that book gets in. I am just going to take my time and enjoy this one. I'm still really, really liking it. That's about all the update I have for you guys at this point. But yeah, I will update you guys once I finish this. I will come back with an update, and then we'll for sure figure out what I'm reading next. It depends how long it takes my book to come in the mail, because technically I could start on Kindle, but I don't want to do that, so we will see. Okay, I will see you guys in the next update. guys, so it is Friday at the moment. I believe I started this vlog on Monday, but I did finish yours truly last night. I quite literally stayed up until 1:30 a.m. finishing this book. It was so good, especially I would say the last 150 pages just flew by and I could not put it down. This book was phenomenal. I can say nothing else. It's that, oh my gosh, how I missed Abby Jimenez's writing. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, it's been about 2.5-ish years since I read Part of Your World. And I definitely cannot be waiting that long to read Just for the Summer because it's somewhere back here on my TBR cart. This was everything I needed it to be. It was so cutesy. I had no clue that this was one, not only a workplace romance, but also the fake dating trope, which was so fun. I also really love the Latin representation in this book. Our main character is a Latin American, and the relationships with both families, his and hers, were phenomenal. The friendships in this story were great. And then I did go ahead and write down a couple of my favorite quotes to, in a sense, convince you guys to read this book because it was that good. Jacob had said, "The first time my brain consciously registered what my heart had been telling me for the last few weeks, I wasn't falling in love with her, I already was." And then the one that got me at the end that made me tear up, it was from Jacob, and it said, "We are all a little broken, Brianna. We are a mosaic. We're made up of all those we've met and all the things we've been through. There are parts of us that are colorful and dark and jagged and beautiful. And I love every piece of you, even the ones you wish didn't exist." He was so introverted. I saw so many bits and pieces of myself in Jacob, and it was so crazy because usually we tend to resonate with the females a lot more, but his character was done so well. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have on this one. But time to pick my next book. I'm only gonna read one more book in this vlog just because I do leave for New York today. So I'm gonna try maybe to read the entire book today. We will see, but this vlog will end when I finish my next book. So let's go ahead and pick it. Hello guys, welcome back. It is basically 12:30 in the morning, but I got to chapter 21 in I can't even speak, in Phantasma. I basically just read the entire plane ride over, so I'm gonna update my spot in the physical book. English. In the physical book because I was reading on my Kindle. I'm just gonna put it to chapter 21. Oh, nice. So I obviously did not finish the book today, but I am almost halfway through, so I'm gonna take that as a win. It reads so fast. Like, I could probably just binge this book in one sitting if I actually just started it in the morning. But so far what I will say is it's reminding me of, I want to say like a mixture of Kingdom of the Wicked, Caraval for sure, and a little bit of One Dark Window. I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying it. I'm not getting any 5-star feelings, but like I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna keep reading and I will update you guys when I have more thoughts. But so far I really like the main character, and I also really like the MMC. I think he's real genuine. I'm sure that's probably gonna smack me in the face at some point, but I really like him as a character. And then that's about it. Those are like the only two people I like so far. So I will update you guys when I've read some more, probably sometime tomorrow. please excuse the background, but I figured I would wait until I got back to give you a proper little review of Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I did finish this when I was on the way back from New York, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it 4 stars. I had such a good time with this. This was such a good gothic romantasy, and it really, like I said earlier, reminded me a lot of One Dark Window with a mixture of other books that I had also mentioned. But nonetheless, I had a really good time. My favorite characters out of this were the main 2. I didn't particularly care for any of the side characters, her sister included. I feel like we just didn't get enough of her, but towards the end, I did like their relationship a lot more. And I really enjoyed the romance in this one. It was a little too insta-lusty for me, but aside from that, I like the way it all wrapped up. And I am very glad I read this. I will be picking up the second book, Enchantra, sometime soon. So I'm hoping I could read the second book soon so that way I could finish this duology. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching this reading vlog. I had so much fun with it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!